I swear, people really made Florida the trash of the world. Like, I mean, um, the reason I took this picture, this lady, insurance scam. It said insurance scam all the way. She seen my car, and then like she stops. We're in a shopping center area, so she just stops. She completely stops, and I sit there for a few seconds because I give people the benefit of the doubt. I don't want to start honking my horn and doing all that crap. So I literally sat there, and then I sat there for longer. I sat there for about 30 seconds. So then that's when I started laying up. I honked my horn. She didn't move, and then that's when I laid on my horn. Like I said, I'm gonna lay on my horn. That's what it's for. It's meant to be used. So I lay on my horn. She wants to stick her hand out the window, and then she, I don't know if she's saying something or whatever the case may be, but then she does it again. But this time she's waving me by. So I put on my hazards, and I proceed to go around her. Well, she starts jerking forward. So I stop. I'm like, what the hell going on? So I really start laying on my horn again. And so she keeps waving me by. And I knew I should have never did it the second time, but I did try to go around. She did it again. So I was like, okay, I know what this is. Insurance scam all the way. She wants me to hit her. So I completely stop, and I give it a few seconds, and my car is real fast. So I hurry up and I just zoom past her. She didn't even have enough time to respond to even try to jerk forward. So I'm around her, and I'm in front of her, and so I just proceed. I proceed. I don't make a bigger deal, which I should, but I don't. I proceed, and so she starts following me, a video recording, doing all this crazy stuff. So she's following me around the whole shopping center. I exit the shopping center to go back in, and she's still following me. Now, I carry my strap with me everywhere I go. And I swear, if I was to yank that bitch out and start blasting, people would have looked at me like I'm wrong. But she's following me, she's harassing me, she's doing all this crazy stuff. So I completely just stop. I stop, and luckily there's a white man I stopped in front of. He's seeing what's going on because she just stopped in front of his car. So he's like, lady, you're crazy. What are you doing? So I'm like, man, I don't know. She tried to make me hit her like so many times, and now she's following me. That's why I stopped right behind you, and I do apologize. And he's like, I know, I seen it. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry then. He's like, no, just... And he told me, and he's telling her to go, just go, leave. And eventually she does. But this is the shit. I wish you would have seen the front of her car, because in one of my other videos, I said, it seems like people with the fucked up bumpers, the fucked up front ends, and banged up cars, always the bad drivers or the people that's up to no good. And I wish I would have got a picture of it, but the front of her car, on the driver's side, it had like a big missing gap. I don't know how to put it. I can't really say a hole or gap, but it's like the whole bumper driver, like the side of the bumper or driver's side front bumper, it just had like a big missing chunk, like she'd already been in an accident. And then across going towards the passenger side, it was a little bit banged up, but it was mostly the driver's side. And I was like, this is the shit that I'm talking about. You can't have nothing nice because someone else wants to ruin it or try to take it from you, especially in Miami, Florida. The worst, man. The worst. That's why shit goes to hell here, because people come here and they treat you already left your country. You treated your country like shit, or you just left it. Okay, that's fine, but don't come to other people's place and start ruining shit and fucking shit up, or making up your own rules, your own whatever the case may be. There's no need for it. And what I did forget to mention, which I find is very important, is when the lady was doing this, there was another truck. I guess you can say, like, because we're in a shopping center, we're in a plaza, we're on the main part of the plaza, like right in front of the shops. trying to move forward. And so this person is coming from the parking lot side, and he sees me honking my horn at this lady, and then he decides to stick his hand out, look at me, and start waiting. And it's like every time you see a black person do something, it seems like they always look at them like they're the ones in the wrong. And I told him, I said, I honked my horn at him, and I put and I told him, look, I hope he heard me, and I hope he understood me. But it's a Cuban guy. It looked like, well, I'm guessing because he had a Cuban flag and all this other stuff. So I tell him, look, don't get mad at me. She's trying to make me hit her. And I'm trying to get her to go because I've been sitting here for almost a minute. And I'm yelling at him, telling him what's going on. And eventually he wants to roll up, shut up and roll up his window. It's like, don't involve yourself in some bullshit, especially if you're going to do it on the wrong side. Be on the right side, not the wrong side. And I know he knew because he was, when I pulled up, he had to be already getting in his truck and already walked right past this lady. Because she was in front of me. So he had to know he seen her in the way. No hazards, no nothing. She just stopped right in front of me and just stayed there. But moral of this video, be careful. You have anything nice, just be careful.